Hi, I'm Nikon Ambassador Christy Odom. I'm a wildlife photographer and filmmaker based out of Longmont, Colorado. And today I'm here to share with you 5 tips on how to put more emotion into your wildlife images. My mission has always been to connect people emotionally to wildlife and to show that animals have personality and characters and that they're intelligent beings. I want to use photography to get people to stop objectifying animals and to actually feel deeper for the subjects. So here are my 5 tips. Tip number 1, do your research. The more you can learn about your subjects before you go out and photograph, the deeper understanding you can give to your viewers on the image. For instance, I recently photographed the humpback whales in Moorea, and I started to learn about how the calves brush against the mom as a sign of endearment. So when I was out there, I was looking for that moment, and sure enough, I got a shot. The baby rubbed right against the mother, and the light hit it right at the right spot. And to me, that produced a more emotional image because it showed that behavior. Animals have a much different way of showing their emotions and showing how they feel than we do. So the more we can educate ourselves on their unique behaviors, the more we can honor that and the more we can get people to emotionally connect more to wildlife. Number 2, ask yourself how you're feeling. If you're photographing and the scene itself is chaotic, or if the animal has a lot of movement and motion and you're seeing that speed, how can you incorporate that into the narrative? When I was photographing the bears at Brooks Falls, I remember seeing the stillness of the bear against the chaos of the moving water. And in order to incorporate that scene, I slowed my shutter speed down so that it was just fast enough to catch the bear still, but slow enough to get this movement of the water. What are you feeling in that scene, and how can you incorporate that? Are you feeling simplicity? Are you feeling the air and the wind? Are you feeling the chaos of the water? What are you feeling, and how can you put that into your image? Number 3, think about how the viewer and how you want the viewer to feel when they look at your image. And there's all sorts of different ways of photographing to project different feels on your viewers. Maybe you like that light and airy look, and by giving your frame a little bit too much light, you can produce that. Maybe you like a more dark and solitary feel, more sophistication and darkness. So photographing a little bit darker can help that. There are so many different picture controls in the camera, picture controls that really show the vibrance of color in a scene. So by selecting those, you can bring out that brilliance and bring out some drama, or you can mute a scene to make it feel more simplistic. You can also do those things in post-processing to make people feel a different way when they're viewing your images. Number 4. Sometimes the most important thing we can do as photographers is put our camera down. Put our camera down and observe what we're seeing so that we can really understand and predict what's going to happen. I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, one of the things that I kept photographing was the red-winged blackbirds that were at this office building across the street from where we lived. And I just went out for days and I watched these birds. And it was beautiful how the males would puff up their shoulders and sing to the females, and the females how they would respond. And the more I started watching, the more I understood, the more I could predict when the behavior was going to happen. So sometimes the most important thing we can do is to allow ourselves to observe our subject so that we can find things to bring in that show a little bit more, show something a little bit deeper about our subjects. Number 5, don't be afraid to be you. I don't want to take photos that look like I was, if you Google a specific animal, may it be the bears of Brooks Falls or the elephants of the Masai Mara, when you Google those, I don't want to take a photo that looks like what I'm going to see on the first page of Google. Photography is an art that we can celebrate ourselves and our own unique perspectives. Put yourself, put your quirks, put your own feelings, put your own imprint, your own voice onto your images and do something different. Bring that into the industry. If you have a background in architecture, maybe it's using the lines from the trees to move people's eye around the frame. If you have a background in marine biology, using a little bit of your knowledge and what you know from there to actually incorporate and make your scene better. Don't be afraid to be you. My background, I used to actually compete in mathematics, and I am obsessed with patterns. The more I photograph nature, the more I see my obsession with patterns coming out in the way I shoot, in the way I produce my images. Don't be afraid to be you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Those were my 5 tips on how to put more emotions into your wildlife images. I would love to see the results. Thank you so much, and thank you, B&H. Have a great day.